I be so sick of you niggas, y'all contradicting. I be so bold myself when you come and fuck me. I feel so ordinary, except when you around me. Treat me like water while you play me out. Arguments, you air me out. Tripping about you.
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's a new video, and as you have seen on the title, I asked on my Instagram the questions you might be wondering, or what would you do if da 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 da. So let's go through them. If you hear some noise, it's because the place I'm at is nearby the road, so don't mind that. The first one is not a question, it's you're super genuine. I love that. Thank you. I try. The second is, where did you go from high school? To high school. Where did you go to high school? Well, two schools, and I don't mention them because they didn't pay me, but they're both in a district. And yep. The third one is 10. Too early. The third one is, who's your VF? Jesus Christ. Clock it. Okay, joking. But I don't have one. Please, I'm still a child. The fourth, yeah. The fourth one is, you are only 20. How did you start your business? Well, you could even start when you are 18. It all starts with how you want it. It all starts with how much you want it, because I started with 2 bags that were not even 20k. No, I think they were, but it was so little money. And I told one friend, when I ordered them, I told one friend, and she said she was going to buy. Okay, she asked me for the picture to see them, and I sent them, and she bought one already when they are not even there. When I haven't seen them. And I actually thought this could be kind of working, this could work, and I ordered some more. Of course, I had some savings I did when I was in high school, because I love to save. I loved, not now. Now it's tough. The economy is not doing wonderfully. And slowly by slowly, I started knowing how to advertise. And yeah, and now we're here. So it's not about age, it's about how much you want it. And if you have people encouraging you, because I didn't put that thought in my mind and one day woke up and started it. No, I had someone who was pushing me to do that, because I was jobless. I couldn't find a job. So yeah. Why did you start content? Jesus, I'm not even an idea or content creator, because I don't even have a 1k in any of my social media or any of my platform. I just started because I love filming myself. I filmed what I do as basics on a daily basis, and people started following me, and I said maybe this could work. I tuned in consistency, and I saw some potential, and here we are. But I don't know if you're asking to start, but if you are asking because you want to start, if you don't have that much passion in it, don't even bother start, because you will get tired of it, get exhausted and burnt out, and you give up. Because it's not like a 9 to 5, you go to work and at the end of the month they give you money. No, you might even do a year with no paid collab or any gig, and if you're not doing it because you love it, you eventually stop, because it even requires much from you. So yeah, what should you do if you started and your friends are not supporting you? Well, you cannot force someone to do something they don't want to do, so you have to keep quiet, cut them off, If you are not, then keep them as they are. And but I would advise to cut them off because probably they are not your friends and they do not like you. Harsh, but sure. Yep. By the way, I also had those thoughts starting a business or starting like creating, but maybe I'm not too harsh on people because I think like maybe they are not that interested, or maybe they are not even into that. We don't think about it as such a bad thing, but girl, yeah. Next one is, do you wish you could move out? Yes, I do, because not because I'm not that comfortable or something, but because I want to have my own space before I either get married or something. And I also want to live alone because I don't know, be kind of independent and like enjoy your space, create in your space. I have to experience that before anything. Like I think it's kind of cool and everything. Inshallah. The next one is, what do you think of going out? I think this is in a concept of going out, like how? Okay. If it's going out with your friends, I love it. I do it. And if it's going out like the Gen Z, or I don't know, the youth, and go to clubs or something, I don't do it. And of course, because I don't do it, I don't have a concept on it. But I'd rather not do it because it's not my vibe and it doesn't align with my some of my values. So yeah. The next question is, what would you tell 17-year-old you? Well, I'll tell her that some things get better and that some things get worse, because that's the reality. It does get worse and sometimes it gets better. Like, it's 50-50. So yeah. What would you do if you were still in high school? Where it would depend. If I was still in O level, I would make sure I try to start getting information on what I want to do in the future and what I want my future to be for the career and everything. And if it was in A level, I would still, as I did, save and build relationships with friends that are strong, and make sure I pour into everyone who pours in me, because I think that's the basis of making good friendships. Yeah. And also study hard, because it actually gets you somewhere in life. Not every day and not everyone, but it does sometimes. What would you do if you were in charge of something in the government? You didn't specify the title or something, but I'll assume I am okay. Whoever would be in that government, these are the wishes I would want to be established in my country, Rwanda. I would want to have more conversations in the young girls that implement or that build confidence and independency in them, and the conversations that kills the stigma or the norms in Rwanda and the dependency on men. And I would secondly make sure that the sanitary pads and materials that girls needs that are not on their heads, like I would make them free for them to get without struggling. Why am I stuttering? I would find ways to reduce femicide and gender-based violence in general. That's the main things that came to me when I read this. The reason this is what I basically thought of when you asked this is because I think if I went into the government positions or careers, I would focus on the gender-based things, you know. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, you get it. What would you do if you graduated uni and don't get employed? Well, it would depend on where I am in life at that time, because this time last year you wouldn't have told me that I would be sitting here talking to people. You wouldn't have told me that I am building my platforms or that I'm creating. I almost every time don't know where tomorrow will be, but I would first see where I am in life at that point. Let's assume it's today. If I graduated, I would give my all to build my business and my brand, and also find like more side quests as I could, more side hustles as I could, because Kigali is not for the weak. And those are the questions or the dilemmas that I've been able to answer. If you have not been answered, then maybe it's because you asked it later than the time I made the video. But yeah, thank you for watching, and you can still drop them in my DMs. My Instagram is this, and maybe I'll do a part 2 if they are enough to do another video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Remember to like, subscribe, share, and comment. Love you. Bye.